Hello, and this is my 6-week training program for my client Chloe. So the first thing I need to think about is the process, and this means like the PAR-Q. So I'll have ask some questions about like physical activity readiness, and then we'll sort out what her max heart rate is in the training zone she needs to be working in. It turns out that the PAR-Q is irrelevant though, because she had not been affected by any of the questions, so she had no previous operations, injuries or heart conditions, so there are no barriers for her for taking part in these activities. We did the max heart rate, so as she's 19, the max heart rate is 220 minus her age, so her maximum heart rate was 201. I need to monitor this to think about the training thresholds and to make sure she's hitting them to make improvements. So I thought 70 to 80% would be the perfect training zone to work in for her muscular endurance, because that's what she's mainly looking to improve. So it's highish intensity with moderate duration, and that would be 164 to 177 beats per minute. So we're going to go on to the things that may affect her from training. So it starts off with what she wants to achieve, which is muscular endurance, and especially in the legs, because it's used most in football. Things such as lifestyle, likes and dislikes, and exercise history may affect that as well. May affect her training, but she's told me that she probably wouldn't be affected by likes and dislikes, as she's got no preference and isn't against any sort of exercise. But her lifestyle may affect it as well, because she's got commitments such as football and college that she attends every week, so that may mean she can't attend some sessions with me, so we'd have to build and work the sessions around her timetable. Next on to her targets. Her main target is muscular endurance again over the 6 weeks, because this will help her in football and means she'll be able to play longer and be more effective when she's playing. What we'll do is we'll test her prior to the 6 weeks, halfway through, so at 3 weeks, and at the end to see the progression that she's made. This will be measured through the step-up test, so we'll administer the step-up test each time and see what scores she can get, and see if she can get a better score than last time. So we'll record the results and repeat it in the 3rd week and the 6th week. So the sessions, every session will have a warm-up and a cool-down, because the warm-up's important to prepare the client to avoid injury. This will include a pulse raiser, some dynamic stretches, and then a skill-based activity before the main activity. And after the main activity will be the cool-down, and this is important to prevent cramp and injury. It also speeds up recovery, and it can relieve the build-up of lactic acid, which again helps recovery, and this will be just slowing everything down and doing some static stretches. So onto her timetable. As you can see, this is her timetable for the week, and she's got daily activities that affect what time she'll be able to do her exercise. So college takes up quite a lot of time. She goes there every day in the week, except weekends, for about 4 hours, but that's not including homework, so she's got even more work to do. And then she's got football 3 times a week, which just affects her hours again, but also her fitness level, so she might be tired to attend some sessions, so I'll have to work around that as well. And so I plan the sessions so they don't clash. So I've done 3 sessions a week. All this, and the intensity and duration will increase over time to help progression, so it'll help her increase her muscular endurance and reach her targets. For the sessions I can use sport to show the show what they're going to be. So the S for specificity, it's going to all be aimed at the muscular endurance in the legs. The progression is going to improve over time. The exercise will improve and increase intensity and duration for progression. Overload is less needed, as it's endurance and no like power or strength being used. There's no reversibility really involved because she won't probably won't get any injury or fatigue. And tedium, I'm going to differentiate the exercises and switch them up to avoid boredom and tedium. So as we go through the week, so I've got no session on Monday as it's a busy day. She's got college and football. She's going to be tired and she won't have the time to come to the session anyway. There's going to be a session on Tuesday as all she's got is college. So hopefully she won't be too tired and she's not too busy. She's got enough time to attend. No session Wednesday or Thursday, as on Wednesday it's a busy day, again because of football and college, and on Thursday after, and on Wednesday after the session she'd be too tired to go again, and the same on Thursday, giving her a day off to recover and regenerate. And there's a session on Friday as she's got a short day at college, and after college she'll have time for the session. She won't be too tired after a day of rest. No session Saturday as it's game day for her, so she's more fatigued. She also uses Saturday for some college work as well. But there is a session on Sunday as it's the best day because there's no football or college. But on this day I'm going to make it higher intensity so it's harder work to show quicker improvements as she'll be more recovered. So going through the different weeks, I'm going to change the exercises. So in week 1, the first session on Tuesday, it's going to be a bike interval. This can be either on an actual bike or a training bike. And what it's going to be is it's going to be stages of sprints with rests in between. So you do a sprint, then a rest, and then a sprint, and to keep going. And this will help her endurance, so she'll have to keep going and then stopping. Then on Thursday we'll do some weight training. This won't mainly attack the endurance side of the muscles, but it will help the strength. It will help build muscles, which will help her endurance as well. And then on the third session, the last session on the Sunday, will be continuous training, so running. And this is like her main preference, is what she likes to do when training, which is running. And this will just help with endurance as well and cardiovascular fitness at the same time. So week 2, the exercise will differ around, so it can avoid tedium. So on the first session on the Tuesday will be continuous swimming, so long periods of swimming for the endurance. And on the second it will be HIIT training, so very high intensity. Lots of quick movements, but also for quite long duration as well. And on the third it will be circuit, because this will help again avoid tedium, and it will be different exercises, but there will be aiding the endurance side of what she's looking to improve. And on week 3, the first session will be fartlek, which is Swedish for speed play. So this is different like intensities and terrains and stuff doing the exercise. So she'll be, for example, going on a run at one speed for a set amount of time and then going again for another speed. And then second, on the Friday, she'll be a gym session, so she'll be doing sit-ups, squats and press-ups. This will be like full body muscles working. And then the third, again her preference would be running, again for that. And week 4 we go back to week 1, where sort of like everything will be the same, but it will be higher intensity. So the bike interval on the first session will be higher intensity, and probably a longer duration as well. The same with the weight and the same with the continuous training. Then week 5 will be going back to week 2, the continuous swimming, HIIT training and circuit. And then week 6 will be going back to the fartlek, the gym session and the running again. For the review, what we're going to do is we're going to review and test her at the 3rd week and the 6th week. So we're going to, we're also doing it at the start. We're going to test her on the step-up test at the start, and then what we're going to do is at the 3rd week we're going to test her again to find the progression, and at the 6th week we're going to see if she's met her targets, and If she does or doesn't, we can look back on her training and explain why she did or didn't meet her targets. So that's it.